This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Alright, sounds good to me.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please listen up. This is very important. I'm actually going to go on camera for a second here, okay? Yesterday, I played Fall Guys. I enjoyed playing Fall Guys. Attendance was great. And in fact, Super Chats were sky high. It was a great stream in that regard. But tips were incredibly low. Being that this is only a 3-day streaming week for me, it's very important that I have a good day with tips today, or else I don't have money for tomorrow. So please, if you like my content, if you like today's streams, the conclusion of Tormented Souls, Hades, please tip me today, alright? I need the help today to get through tomorrow. After that, I've got an incredibly long streaming week. I need the help. So if you can tip me today, please do. I appreciate anyone who does. I really need the help to make up for the fact that last night's stream of Fall Guys was so slow for tips. I kind of need to make up that ground today, alright? It would be absolutely great if I could hit both tips goals today on both streams. I don't know if that's viable or even possible, but it would be great if we did. Alright? And if we exceed them, holy shit, I'd be ecstatic. That would help me out so much. Okay? So please, if you can tip me today, please do. I really need the help today. Okay? Alright, thank you. Trying to make up for a slow day yesterday.
The Money Creature tipped me $1.30, says, I'm enjoying your stream, here's some money. Gee, thanks, Money Creature. I didn't know there was a creature that actually gave money and was called as such, but I appreciate that.
Let's see here. Snow Carl tipped $1.50. He says, since you've admitted to making poor financial choices, isn't the fact you're now able to survive on thousands less monthly since you left Twitch proof you've become financially responsible? A bit of thought for your trolls and conspirators. No, here's the deal. I talked about this earlier this year. I said, actually, earlier this year, things were going well for me, and here's why. Alright? Basically, the dust had settled from my bankruptcy in 2020. Okay? All of those kind of financial obligations, the debt that was lingering on the back of my neck was almost gone. The only real lingering debt that I had was taxes. Outside of that, everything else was gone, which was obviously a good thing, because it allowed me to focus on more important things like paying my taxes, which I should have been doing all along and I had never been doing. And I even said earlier this year, this was like, I'm not even kidding, like 1 or 2 weeks right before the Twitch fiasco, I publicly said to you guys, as long as things stay the level that they are, and I'm making what I make on Twitch, I'm going to be able for the first time ever to start putting money aside every month to start having a savings, so when an emergency happens, I'll have money for it. Or maybe in a year or two, I can save up enough money that my wife and I can actually go on a nice honeymoon or something, which we never had because I was in such debt I couldn't do anything like that, right? I made that public announcement. And then what happened 2 weeks later, right? I'll tell you what happened. Twitch kicked me out of the partner program for literally no fucking justifiable reason. They lied to me about their reasoning because if it actually was true what they told me, they would have provided evidence, which they did not. So, essentially, they fucked me. And when that happened, I went right back to square one. Now, I'm basically back to where I was, where every single month, I'm barely making ends meet, I'm barely paying my bills. There's certain bills every month that I'm paying late, and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm paying late fees and shit, and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm not making enough money to pay everything on time. If I had a couple good months, like let's say, for example, these next few months, contributions go up a bunch because there's new games and people are excited, and maybe end of the year for Christmas, sometimes there's an increase in what people give me because they're generous and the like. Maybe I could get ahead on things for a month or two, and I could get to the point where I'm not paying things late and doing late fees again. But I'm literally right back to where I was again. It sucked. For the first time in years, I was like, I'm finally getting out from under this water. I now can have extra funds every month to put aside for important things and everything. And I was having long-term, remember, earlier this year I said, wow, I can maybe upgrade my setup, get a new PC, do a green screen, do this, do that. And all that possibility was taken away from me by Twitch.
Twitch is the future. Twitch loves me and my streams.
So, it is what it is. It sucks ass. Am I in monstrous debt like I was? No. That's good. But I'm still behind on taxes and I can't really catch up. I wish I could. There's right now, the fact that I now am making thousands of dollars less a month than I was just a few months ago, I can't catch up like I was. My plan was get caught up and even have excess. Now it's barely making do again. So, it is what it is. I don't want to talk about my finances publicly all day, Snow Carl. I really wish you'd stop fucking bringing it up. You know, again, people say I took the bait. I'm trying to be nice and answer your question. Most people don't want to hear this, dude. You understand that, right? Most people don't want to hear the fucking sob stories of how Twitch fucked me for the 400th time. So stop bringing it up.
But he'll take your money because you're stupid and you're gullible, and you'll pay him to do whatever because you're stupid. So, yeah, he'll gladly take your money to say whatever because you're dumb.
Alright guys, so, thank you to Mouth Drooling Moron for the latest Super Chat. Thank you to the 2 new members that we got tonight. Thank you to Semi-Nut for the top tip. We're currently at $28 in tips, guys. It would be really good if we could get some more tips in. Last night, I only got $30 in tips all night. I'm trying to make up for that today. Now, earlier today, we did exceed the goal, which is great, but if now I have another night with 20 bucks, 30 bucks, I'm pretty screwed. So, if you could, please support tonight, and thank you in advance. Razor's Edge did a Super Chat saying, why are you so dismissive are you dismissive of watching wrestling because you want to distance yourself from that stupid mobile game meme? It was a big part of why we watched you. No, I already explained my reasoning of why I've been dismissive of wrestling. It's just too much. Like, at one point, and this is no exaggeration, in 1 week's time, I was watching Raw, SmackDown, NXT, NXT UK, 205 Live, and any additional stuff that was being released on a weekly basis via the WWE Network. That was literally like all I had time to watch. It was everything I watched was wrestling. You understand that, right? And then a few things changed. My wife changed jobs at one point, and so her scheduling changed. I didn't have a lot of time to just watch wrestling by myself. She tried watching wrestling with me and absolutely hated it. And I was like, I don't blame you. At this point, too, like, I was like, I really don't blame you for not liking it because even I'm not really liking it that much anymore. It got to a point where, like, I would try to squeeze in some wrestling, and the little that I watched, I didn't like. So I got to the point where I was like, you know what, it's just too much. I shouldn't have to follow 7 shows to know what's going on in wrestling. It's just too much oversaturation. And on top of that, then you had AEW coming out, you had New Japan, you had Ring of Honor, you had Impact. It's like, there's too much. If I want to know what's going on with wrestling, I'll follow it on social media. If something important happens, then I'll go watch it. Like, CM Punk's return, that's kind of important. I watched him return, I watched his speech, I saw his match with Darby. I've seen this stuff.
Looks like another night of Penne, Jin, and Twitter after a couple minutes of WWE Champions.
And that's all I really feel like I need to do at this point. If I feel like I want to get back heavily into wrestling again, I'll do it. But at this point, I just have no desire to do that. I really don't. I have no desire to get heavily into wrestling anymore. I actually get annoyed when we're here playing games and someone just talks about wrestling for 25, 30 minutes. I'm like, guys, all right, ask me one question or talk a little bit about wrestling. I just don't want to talk about it at length. I feel like I've spent so much time on it in my life. I'm exhausted with it. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with the fucking mobile game meme at all. Nothing. That is completely unrelated.
You are a liar. A dirty, filthy liar.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Game Tracker just to be $25. So thank you, Game Tracker. Now we have hit $60 in tips, which means at least Gunner Glasses tonight. We are almost done with tonight's stream. We've got about 10 minutes left on the stream. So last chance for anyone who's enjoying the stream and wants to contribute after that rousing second victory against Hades. I would appreciate it. But let's see. Ichimonji to be $20. It says, happy grocery shopping. Gee, thank you, Ichimonji. I do appreciate that. I really am not going to have a happy grocery shopping trip, but I do appreciate the support. Thank you very much. Alrighty, excellent.
I've never run into this thing before. What is it, a money creature? Yeah, look, it's a money creature. It just throws money around. What the hell was that? There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me. It's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. That I just can't help it. By eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.